If you are looking to catch the 7:30 bus this morning, too late, you've missed it. But your bus journey, so you're getting one today, do you enjoy it? Does it run on time? Is it value for money? We've got a study by MPs which has been looking at bus services, and they say, look, they're not as good as they should be. Let's go to a man waiting on a bus in Birmingham. That is Darren Little, and he'll tell us more.
Morning, Eamon. Yeah, as you say, we're on the buses this morning, and the answer to that question you asked is no. In all of those categories, that MPs don't think that buses are value for money, or they're on time, or that the service is good enough. This one actually is nice and clean and looking very good. And we're in the centre of Birmingham this morning, having a chat to passengers who largely agree with this survey. Basically, the MPs are saying the bus services are not reliable enough in terms of times, that they are too expensive, and that something needs to be done. Well, I'm joined by one of those people whose job it is to bring buses into line and bus companies. Beverly Bell is the North West Traffic Commissioner. Beverly, first of all, can I ask you, what do you make of this report? Do you agree with what these MPs are saying?
Absolutely. Commissioners have been saying for a number of years that we don't have sufficient resources to properly monitor bus services with regard to their punctuality and then take proper action against them.
One of the points that they make is that there aren't enough people like you keeping the bus companies honest. I mean, how does it relate to people doing your job in the rail industry? Well, what are the numbers of bodies on the ground like?
In terms of numbers, we have about 140 staff, of which about 12 are dedicated to looking after bus services. That compares to about 280 with the rail regulator. I think that we need more bodies on the ground so that we can take really effective action against those operators who don't run reliable, punctual services.
Why do you think it is that not enough resources are being given to people like you to make sure that they're honest?
I think that's a matter that the Department for Transport needs to answer. We've been saying for a long time that bus services are an essential public service, and we need to make sure that that public service delivers what it should do.
OK, thank you very much for your time. Well, we're going to be having a chat to a few more bus passengers as they arrive in the centre of Birmingham this morning, but as I say, a lot of them agreeing with MPs that the service isn't good enough and something needs to change.
Yeah, thank you very much, Darren. How can they agree with MPs? I saw two buses going past in that report there, and they were both empty. So you could say, what is the point of buses? I know some people are dependent on them, but do you not get the impression sometimes there are just too many of them clogging up the road?
Because on the other side, though, if they improve the service...
so right.
If they improve the service, then more people would use it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because it's an unreliable service that people don't use it.
How can they improve the service with so many bicycles on the street? You can't get anywhere.
Make it more cost-effective.
I think the service is absolutely wonderful in London. I use the buses all the time. When was the last time you were on a bus?
A what?
A bus, exactly.
A bus?
Well, they're called coaches to us.
There is a chance that three may come along already together. But in rush hour, in London, in central London, they're absolutely fantastic.
I'm so old that I used to enjoy buses in the 60s. You could jump on the back, you could swing round that. Do you remember that?
Health and safety put an end to that.
But
The old route master.
You can still sit at the top of a double-decker bus in London and see everything there is to see.
You used to sit on those little bench seats and...
I love the fact the bendy buses have gone.
So do I.
Yeah.
They were a nightmare.
And I remember, Liz, when I was going to school in Belfast, in the morning, everybody would just sit in the top deck smoking. And
that was a long time ago, though.
Of that. Well, it wasn't that long ago.
They don't do that anymore.
You wouldn't be allowed to do that anymore. Buses. So what's the point? Good idea, bad idea? We're all standing by to have a little bit of a debate on that one. newsofsky.com, at Sky Charlotte, or at Eamon Holmes. The newspapers, what have we got to talk about?